1, 2,
My screen's
3.
up.
Wait, I gotta
1,
change my
2,
Discord picture.
3.
Hold on.
No one can see it. Well, like, we can see it, but it's not going to be recorded.
It's not for you. It's for me.
It's for me to be who I am.
It's for me. I don't play Among Us that much anymore, so I gotta change my avatar.
Among Us.
Among Us. I was too good at that game, so I had to quit.
Among Us.
Among Us steak.
What? There it goes then.
Why are you streaming?
Well, I thought, do I have to record myself?
Ideally, yes.
Oh my god, is it transparent?
Well, if
Oh no, he has to capture a monitor and click record on OBS, the free program.
Oh my god, it's transparent.
thing is, this has to get out by tomorrow. So it might be easier if I only record my perspective.
Okay.
It's transparent.
Then if you finally start using Premiere, you can lay all 3 tracks and switch between them really easily.
I searched
and I can do that in Hitfilm as well.
Yeah, but not as well.
That's what showed up.
The difference is we then have to wait for uploads and then downloads.
Yes, so.
Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, he's Hamilton.
Well, if you guys feel like recording, then go for it, I guess.
It's your problem, not mine, dude. I'm giving you the footage. If you wanna do it, we gotta do it right. This is Superb Owl LV. What number is that, Kyle? You're a fucking nerd. You'll know.
We're not doing that one. Get off of it. X out. We're not freaking doing that one.
I almost wish
I would prefer. I almost want to do the other one.
Yeah, I almost wish I didn't tell you guys what they looked like beforehand. So that I'll take the L on that one.
I was hoping to like just do an owl. There's a lot of extra shit on here.
Well, I mean, can we look through the 16-minute one and see if it's actually super like simple?
That is not simple, Tom.
Well, let's start there.
Look at this fucking.
That's what mine would look like at the end.
We'll go here. And we'll go here.
No, that one doesn't look like a good step-by-step.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like one of those. It's like, draw this circle. Okay, I'm doing it. And done. What?
Draw the rest of the fucking L.
That's the meme I was trying to think of, but I couldn't remember.
Me and Kyle were there with you.
We had it. Yeah.
Even though Kyle refuses to draw, even though he has a Nintendo Switch.
Oh god, I am not going to draw on my Switch.
Alex, look at my drawing.
The Frugal Crafter. Okay.
Hi, I'm Janet, and welcome to drawing.
Okay, is everyone ready?
In a second here, I'm just setting some stuff up on my iPad.
I flipped my canvas.
Go to the first frame where they've actually started, so we can see. Are they just starting with white paper?
Oh yay, cute
Here's
music.
the Frugal Crafter. Today we are going to paint an owl in watercolor, and this is a beginner.
I don't know how to watercolor on my Procreate.
That's okay, we don't know.
Sketcher owl on here, and if you think about dividing your paper in thirds, you want to have your subject usually kind of where those lines would intersect if you were to divide your paper into
Nothing
thirds.
happened. Oh, I gotta go to background, not paint layer. Is he watching Doctor Who?
Is he watching Star Trek?
I was gonna say, yeah, you're closer than the guesses so far. Tom, you're right, but
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, is it like? Do I have to guess which one?
yes.
It's general.
Okay, let me call my dad quick because he knows and I know.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
Call your dad at 10:11 at night.
Hey, Mr. Important Representative Man Tim Reed, who's probably busy or trying to get like sleep. What Star Trek is this?
Zen, how do you rotate your canvas in?
Go over to Image, drop down, and there should be a rotate option. And then you can rotate at 90.
There we go.
To the left or right.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
about that. I think I need to chug an emergency tonight. My throat's kind of scratchy.
Emergency, emergency.
So
Is it from laughing too much?
Yeah.
Then why did you
It's
just
from
repeat that in
inhaling.
your normal voice?
Good talk.
Have an answer.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm not ready. I accidentally turned my opacity down. I've been drawing this whole time. Okay, I'm ready. Every day I'm a southern. Every day I'm a southern. Wow, what a mashup. We should be DJs.
Alright, I'm going to assume that everyone is ready, correct?
Sound off.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready for it to be over.
You're at half speed, right, Zen?
Yes, I am.
Let me see you pop that pussy. Oh, sorry, you're recording.
Alright.
Just every
Tell me
time
when
someone, Zen, this is gonna take you forever, but every time someone says a swear, bleep it with one of us saying owl.
Hold on. Everyone
wait.
quiet. Everyone quiet.
Yeah, everyone has to say owl.
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 You mean Simon Cowell?
Owl. Owl. Verb. Verb. There's a leak in the boat. Dude, we referenced Claudia with a chance of meatballs like 5 times
Alex is
today.
gonna watch Claudia with a chance.
Butter.
Not even fucking close. Not even fucking close. Okay, Zen, leave that in and then immediately smash cut to the clip of butter. Butter.
What's the question? Butter.
Zen, you said that as if you were in character, but your character was a tar pit.
What?
Can we start? Jesus Christ.
Alright, I'm starting this fucking video. Fuck all of you.
Alright, Zen, this is gonna go smooth as butter.
Subject usually
I still got the giggles.
lines would intersect if you were to divide your
You're not drawing anything.
thirds. I'm sketching right on my watercolor paper, but please feel free to sketch on a
She sounds fucking high.
and then transfer it onto your watercolor. So we're just gonna be getting like the head.
I really hope I don't get a fucking strike because YouTube thinks I'm stealing her video.
And
I very much am, like I want to point that out, but
partial wing of this owl, and I will link up the reference photo below so that you can find that.
This isn't going good already.
remember, it's just a preliminary sketch, Alex.
Higher in my scene here.
Oh god, it looks like a ghost.
Mine looks like an Among Us character.
Wing over here.
Oh, you should have kept your profile picture.
I know.
We're going to put the face on
This is
a little
not-
bit of a turn.
Oh, she's already going too fast.
The eyes are in the upper third of the face for an owl.
So
Little
the owl looks
different
like a Cassie
than
Crusher.
our eyes are. I'm going to just get kind of like little right angles here to show the edges of the eyes and then do like a circle underneath. And this one's not gonna
My owl looks
be
so
as
fucking mad.
quite as prominent because it's foreshortened a little bit because the owl is turned ever so slightly to the edge.
Yeah, mine does not look turned.
And we're just gonna give this kind of line down for the nose. And just
I guess that owl anatomy and nose.
Go for the beak, like that. And little widow's peak up here. And then we just got that difference of the way the feathers move for the face. Okay, now I have a lot of extra lines here. That's why I recommend sketching on like a like tracing paper or a scrap of paper. That way you can erase anything you don't want. But if you do like to sketch on your paper like I do, all I'll do is take a soft white eraser.
Oh, Jesus.
Store. They're called like white vinyl erasers or white plastic erasers. I'm just gonna remove any of the lines that I don't need here with my white soft vinyl eraser. And then to brush off the crumbs, I like to use just a clean dry paintbrush.
Yeah, they're crumbs. Man, that boy was on there good.
Off of my paper without me smudging my pencil marks. And that's all I really need.
I tried tracing over it, didn't work.
Be painting in. I'm going to wet the back of my paper.
Oh, good, I have time to eat.
With a spray bottle.
Girl and digital.
Really soak it good.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing.
This is the Aqua Bee 6x9 watercolor paper that I like to get at
Yep, that's a vague owl shape.
It's really affordable. Our Consumer Crafts sells it now too. And I can just kind of slap that down and it's going to
Oh, I gave my owl a unibrow and I'm glad I realized it.
My non-stick mat there. You could use a glass cutting board. It really doesn't matter. Just a non-porous surface if you're doing this technique. And then I am wetting the front.
Okay, I'm spraying the back of my monitor down.
I'm just gonna let that paper
He's got the Windex.
water soak into my paper. We're going to use a very neutralized palette of cadmium yellow, or you can use gamboge, any warm yellow.
Screw that, I'm doing my own colors.
Burnt sienna, and that's going to
I'm doing an outrun owl.
colors we need. So it's always nice to work with a limited palette.
Man, mine looks so bad.
If you can. And I've pulled the pans out here just so you can see them. So you can see this is what the dried down cad yellow looks like. I'm using my Cotman watercolor palette. That's my burnt sienna, which is a reddish brown.
Did you just say burnt skin?
And there's my
That sounded like
blue.
it.
And I'm just setting them back in the little pan holders because I'll show you. Because
I think we found out why this video is 30 minutes.
If I just have them laying
Which
on my
worries me
palette.
so much.
I really like that.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's like the setup is 90
The
minutes and
first
all of a
thing
sudden the
we're
last
gonna do is
5%.
make a
Just go.
gray, kind of for a background. We're gonna start with some ultramarine blue.
Okay.
And to that, we're gonna add some burnt sienna. Makes a beautiful
It's just really dark.
granulating gray.
Oh, so just gray.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this
With a hint of blue.
in. I'm going to paint.
Ew, mine's red.
around
Sorry, that was loud.
my
Ben, what are you using
owl.
for your?
The neat thing when you let the back
For my
Your,
palette?
No, you're like
buckling,
watercolor.
but it also
Well, I was using watercolor and I switched to old brush
your
under painting, so it looks more.
So I
It can hide
right
mistakes
to the
better.
edge of that owl, and it's not gonna flow. Look, if I just wet the front side of this paper, and
Hey, Spencer.
I'm just here to watch Tom paint.
Oh my God, Spencer, you should have seen the other owl. It is it's not even close.
Are we already on to the second owl?
No.
No, there was a choice. And
Oh, gotcha.
I went with the one for beginners.
apparently.
Cowards.
It's kind of my fault because I showed them a picture of what the owls would look like. And pretty much everyone unanimously said, no, we're doing the watercolor one.
No, I said I wanted to do the other one. So this is just a lighter blue, right? For the top part.
Yes.
Now, this paper's quite wet, so you're gonna have more of a shift when it dries.
Tom just
so
decided
I'm
all
gonna
of his
want
blue
that
was the wrong
darker,
color
so
and
I'm
redid
gonna
it
mix
all.
up a little bit
Right on.
darker of a color, so less water on my brush. Make it a little bit thicker, kind of like heavy cream.
What?
There we
You
go.
heard her. It's kind of like heavy cream.
What color is
I'm
that?
throwing
Like
A
brown?
little bit more of that.
So just spot
Here,
this
kinda like
everywhere
We got
for fun and profit?
some like a tree line here, so we've got a
Oh, you're
very
watching this at
kind
half
of
speed again.
gray muted
No, this is just
sky.
drunk. This is
We've
drunk
got
painting.
This kind of like fuzzy, faraway tree line.
Yeah, y'all ever watch
For
Kitchen
some
Nightmares on
reason,
half
this
speed?
owl is
No.
I live it every day.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Take slow-mo
So
and I just
think
give her the
that's kind of
beans.
a unique perspective. You can
Is it
check out
Deborah?
the reference photo link below so you can see that a little bit better.
What color is
I'm
this? Is she
talking
doing?
about, but I just thought it was kind of
Just looks brown, right?
Yeah, it looks
interesting
brown.
and unusual.
Does the
Now,
brown
I thought
take you to
the
task?
composition would be really good for a beginner.
What are you doing, lady?
Composition.
She's just randomly touching paint onto the canvas at this
That's what
point.
it seems like, right?
Honestly, I kind of dig
Use
it.
a round brush, flat brush, whatever you want.
I feel like
use.
an
This
artist.
is a oval wash or filbert, and it's kind
What
of
the fuck
like
is a filbert?
The ferrule's flat, but the
Isn't that
this is a
Rocco?
bird,
The comic
so
guy?
kind of
Yeah,
No, it's
Rocco.
Gilbert.
the
That's
back
Dilbert.
I picked this up at
I'm having a real hard time finding a brush that I like.
I'm using the same brush forever.
So am I.
I've decided I'm
found
only
something
watching
called
Tom's
watercolor.
stream.
I didn't like the one Ben told me to use, so I'm using a different one.
It's vegan. So
What's vegan?
there's no
Hold up.
animals harmed
I think the
in
paintbrush is
Brush.
vegan.
Oh, okay.
these brushes.
This brush was not tested on animals.
No, Hubert's the or what's the name?
Dilbert.
Dilbert's the vegan.
I think it means that it's not using like horsehair or anything.
Probably like hemp fibers or something.
Into
Oh shit.
When do we do the owl?
the cad yellow.
We're working from back to front, Alex.
Yellow ochre color.
That's how you do the ladies on the weekends, am I right?
It is Saturday, Spencer.
Yellow ochre if you wanted to, but
Wait, is Spencer's sex day on Saturdays?
limited
Yeah,
palette
that's Spencer's sex.
Specifically the night.
underneath the tree line, and I'm working up into it and blending
Spencer's
it
sexy
down.
Saturdays.
Okay.
Just the only day that Spencer gets to have sex.
What did I just miss?
Spencer's sexy Saturdays.
No, it's Spencer Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm. Saturday night specifically.
This is what we
Right
call it.
back
We
here.
have to be discreet, Tommy.
It's kind of
Union rules and the like.
It's out of focus, but
And all of those laws we break.
definitely still a
Yeah.
different color that we're working
More
into.
technically, a front to God would be more accurate, but Saturday night rolls off pretty good. It's like a Saturday night.
Now I'm gonna go a little
Ew.
bit bright. I'm gonna clean my brush.
So I left when you said something about a vegan paintbrush, and I got back to Spencer Saturday night. So what did I miss?
Your own Saturday night, baby. Here we are.
But what makes a paintbrush vegan?
I assume
Not
it's
using
the
animal
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
So using okay. Can
What
vegans
is
not
that?
Not using,
Where-
not making an ivory handle.
can vegans not wear cotton?
No, they can.
Here we go.
Cotton is a plant-based thing.
Cotton's a plant. Wool is
Wool?
non-vegan.
Yeah, what are you?
Holy.
What the fuck are you on? I was like, what?
Can vegans not
So
wear wool?
really bright yellow.
Just kind of work that into the bottom.
Probably. I mean, there's probably like a hard stance on it or whatever.
I mean, I
kinda
feel
like,
you can go either way. Like, if you go real hard, you can't use any animal products.
Right up to it.
Can't use
well, there's
food?
some vegans
See,
that
I
are against
personally-
bee, like honey, because they're like, well, the bees made that, so
Can we stop
you know, I
talking?
wouldn't
Can we stop talking about politics stuff? I'm trying to draw a fucking arrow.
See,
Are we
I
distracting you?
personally don't like using any animal byproducts or tested on animals.
But if it's a byproduct, then it's fine because they're gonna make it anyway.
I'm gonna do the cad yellow plus ultramarine blue
No?
and make a really
Well, I just personally like if I can get vegan brushes for like makeup and make sure like all of my
This is a warm
bath
yellow.
products and makeup
It's
products are all
closer
cruelty-free
to orange
and
That's
vegan.
fair.
on the color wheel, and the blue.
I guess
is a
that's
warm
different than
blue. It's
Yeah,
animal
that's kinda
testing is
different.
different than animal eating to me, but you know.
Yeah, I mean I eat animals, but I try to be like a flexitarian if I can help it. But I really like pot roast that I had tonight, so sorry about it.
A lot of people poo-poo student grade watercolors, but you know what?
Yeah, I'm one
Mine
of
does
those
not look
vegetarians where I
mixed.
don't, I won't kill an animal, but if there's meat in front of me, it's already dead, right?
Using a decent student grade
Mine looks
watercolor,
dumb.
Why are you
like
booing him? He's
Random
right.
Common, they're very easy to
I
find.
joke,
You
but
can
I
find
knew
it at
someone in
any-
undergrad like that.
Pretty much any art or
They were
craft
against eating
supply
meat,
store
but it was already dead,
in
so
the
it wasn't their
country, all
problem.
over the world,
I mean, that's a
actually.
pretty
They're
accurate statement in my
very,
opinion.
You know, they're very well known. Having something reliable that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg is a wonderful way to start out. You know, you
Okay, my drawing is just turning into sherbet ice
Um,
cream.
It
can
really
get
is, though.
It's sherbet. There's no R at the end.
paint.
You can
I feel
still
like
pronounce
okay.
it
I feel
sherbet.
like someone spilled lemonade on my
I'm
paper.
painting with a Cottman, so you
Mine
can
just looks like a
you can
rainbow.
get Cottman, you know, might be like $3 a tube, $4 a tube, depending on where you
Cube.
buy it, or a set. You know, there's a set of 12 colors that you can get for, and I think these colors would be in it.
This is literally
You
the
know, for
Uncle
12
Calm or whatever in
bucks.
fucking Dairy Girl.
Yeah,
Sometimes
call 'em.
12 and 20, depending on where you
Calm.
get it. If it's on
Oh, sweet
sale
Jesus.
or
You got
whatnot.
someone.
And I think
I love
that's
Dairy Girls.
great.
fucking
I
concession
think
stand
that
attendant.
as long
Yeah.
as
Not even
something
sherbet.
that
It's technically
is
sherbet. It's technically pronounced
reliable,
sherbet.
Isn't it sherbet?
It's no, that's sorbet. It's sherbet.
It's sherbet.
To be reliable and
No,
Spencer,
my
why
butt.
are you being sassy Saturday today?
some wonderful things. You don't have to be.
I'm not being sassy. I'm being correct.
My bird looks like it's dominating a war zone.
I accidentally looked over.
So, I just say that because there are a lot of people out there that will poo-poo.
A lot of people disrespecting me.
She's talking about poo-poo just a second ago.
I bet if you
Hey, yo.
didn't have her at half speed, she'd probably sound so genuine and nice.
Really
Hey,
You
yo.
said she just-
So to avoid getting backwashes and cauliflowers, which are those roughly edged forms, and I might be over explaining a little bit, but
Oh, trust me, darling, you are not.
Videos I post on Wednesday to be for anybody that's beginner.
Spencer, you seen this?
What just happened? I look away for 2 seconds.
A lot of people, so I might be over
That's
explaining.
yes, I see. And Owl's face is actually just a dick and ball.
I want to avoid puddles because if I get puddles, then I'm gonna end up with like these ruffly.
Spencer, check your Snapchat if you want a good laugh.
And look cool, but that's not what I'm going for here. So I am being mindful to avoid that. And now
I don't like how I don't like the sound of that, the way she's doing that to her brush.
Kind of grasses.
You don't like the sound of that good owl.
That it's either with a cut up piece
God
of
damn it.
credit card, or if your brush has one of these plastic scraper ends, like it's got a plastic handle with a scraper
Oh, my stylus has
end,
that.
you can just go in and you can actually carve.
Did you guys look ahead to see how her painting ends up?
She started the video with a
I
what
have
it
no
looks
idea how we get there.
Okay, so it does look fine at the end.
Yes.
Okay. The miracle of watercolors.
the miracle of having any idea what the fuck you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna try some scratches.
Really fine line. And it's very easy. So if you
I'm using the
shake it
scraper
all,
tool.
This is
Are you
great
listening to the new
because
John Carpenter
it
album in the
doesn't-
background while you do
not gonna
this?
shake when you're
I haven't
just
listened to that yet. I saw
pulling,
it and I posted
like,
it for Kyle.
scraping a
I bet it's
line
really
like
good. People say it's
this.
It
killer.
So
slaps.
it's perfect if you're, not that steady of hand. Now I'm gonna go in with my same brush. Boy, this is a useful brush. Let's give you the exact size. Half-inch Menta
howdy.
RAATO by Royal and Langnickel. I know AC Moore carries these, but if you don't have an AC Moore handy, I haven't seen these online anywhere, but the Zen line of
Zen, you're
Zen,
in
she
here.
said her name.
Zen, you're in here.
Are very similar. They have a mix of animal hair and synthetic.
Make up your mind. Are you
fibers.
vegan or not?
So it's not vegan, but it's a very similar brush.
I feel like
and if you take care of it, then
animals
it will
aren't being
last
hurt
you
to make
a long
paintbrushes.
time. So what I'm doing here
They
is
might be
I'm
treated
just
cruel.
dabbing
Yeah, I was gonna say
on
it.
Like in bad
pure
situations.
cadmium yellow.
But do you think they raise
Now,
animals
this is an older set
in
of
No,
order to make
diamonds,
paintbrushes
so
out of
Yeah,
them?
that's what they
actually
do.
did
Is they
used to
keep them in
use the
shitty freaking
cadmium
situations.
yellow genuine
They wouldn't though,
Gucci
because they
kit,
need their
but
hair
it's
to be
24
luxurious.
full hand set. If you can find one of those online.
I did orange instead of yellow, but I kind of like it. It's called creative
I don't-
liberties.
I don't know if they still make
Is that
so
are
I
those
think
creative
if
liberties
you
the
get
same
that,
reason a moose
still
ends up in all of
contain the
Alex's paintings?
genuine color.
No, the last time it was a hot air balloon.
But the hot air balloon was carrying a moose.
In the common
It's too far away to be certain.
So, you know, but so you might have a hue, but that just means it's the same color.
Technically,
cadmium pigments, which, you know, if you've
you can just say sherbet.
for a child, you have
It's a regional
Oh my
variant.
God.
You can, but it's wrong. It's
We're
sherbet.
No, it's
There's
a
no
regional
R.
variant. There, you can spell it with an R.
Flowers all the way down to the bottom of the paper because it shows that the owl is nestled.
Isn't language beautiful?
It's not.
Yeah, Kyle.
English sucks.
Because
I didn't say English, I said language.
paint is pretty well controlled, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting on the owl. And I need some neutrals. So again, I'm gonna use my ultramarine blue and my burnt
I don't know why I'm
sienna,
even bothering to take a
and that's
screenshot of
gonna
this,
give
but
me a various
I am.
amount of different grays and browns. So if I have more blue, I'm gonna have more of a gray. If I have more of the burnt sienna, I'm gonna have more of a brown. But
So what color are you going for?
And get exactly the shades that I need.
Which is what?
I'm gonna start in here on the wing and see
It's one of those
how
off brown
dark
colors
that
again.
looks.
Yeah, I'm
You
just gonna
can't
get my own
actually
color.
tell because of the lighting. I feel like I'm just listening to the Fury
And I'm
soundtrack.
just kind of going in with some strokes that are going in the same directions the feathers would go. Now I'm just gonna kind of scrape off any excess moisture
hold
on
up.
the brush, pick up some burnt sienna on its
I stopped paying attention to Tom for 2 seconds and suddenly his owl's
and
staring at me.
throw that.
Yeah, he does tend to do that.
It's gonna blend a little bit in with the gray paint. I just kind of want to get the speckled effect. But this paint is a little bit drier than the gray paint we put down, so it's not gonna move quite as much. It's gonna stay a little bit more where I put it. This is beginner. This is gonna be loose. There we go. And I see some of that color kind of floating into the background because I did leave a little barrier of white, but there's a little bit floating.
Well, you didn't tell us that.
I kind of like it when my paints do that, but if you don't like it, you could blot it up. But that might blot off. Probably blot
Tried being
off
experimental, but I don't like it.
I will just leave it. I like the way that looks. So now I'm just gonna clean my brush and dry it really well. Pick up some of this lighter gray, and I am going to do some shading on the belly here. You can't really see his legs, so that makes it a little bit easier too for beginners.
Yeah, totally. That makes it so easy.
Photo, you can see the tops of the legs. You can't see down to the claws or anything. But if you wanted to do it on a bigger piece of paper, make the owl smaller, you can do
it on a bigger piece of paper.
Even though the paper is still damp, I can do kind of a dry brush effect So basically, see how my brush wants to flop over and just kind of stay like that? I don't have a lot of water in here, and I can actually spread those bristles apart.
Spread them, Deborah.
Tani, how do you do that with your apple pen?
Put on
Just squeeze really hard.
little amounts of paint, and it gives you this kind of textured lines that really mimics feathers well, and that's what I'm doing there. Now I want this to be kind of straight now, so I'm just gonna pinch it with my fingers to make it straight. Add a little bit more color.
Oh my god.
And then to show the
Don't look.
delineation here of the feathers, I'm just going to tap right on that pencil line that I put. Now if you finish up, your paper is completely dry, and that's important that it's completely dry, and you realize, I wish I didn't have such heavy pencil lines. Now that I'm looking at it, you can often erase them. If you haven't done like a lot of thick paint, your pencil lines will erase a bit. I like actually the pencil lines. I know I might be in a minority there.
Tom, why is your owl like 100 years old?
He's wise.
I mean, most owls look old as fuck, so.
Now, if you feel like you've got a little too much background going into
Is the face that she's doing also the same gray?
Face there, you can
Bullshit.
lift some of that out. Or if you feel like you've got too much of the background up here, maybe the edge is a little too soft for you, you can go and press in with a little bit of that. I try to, just kind of let the paints do what they want to do. But it doesn't hurt to, know how to lift things out if you want to. Now I'm going to grab a little bit more of the burnt sienna. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of that color up here on the widow's peak. It's very subtle.
Move your hand.
Sorry if my hand gets in the way.
Sorry for calling you out like that.
Filming overhead, it's hard to avoid that. And you got a reflection off the top of the head too, and this is the other odd thing about this photograph, is that why is the owl out on the ground in the daytime? What's going on?
You literally drew this. Why?
No,
Why are you questioning?
She's working from a reference.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna grade that down. That looks so. Now that I'm looking at that, it just seems way too vibrant. Like that color seems too saturated.
Wow, glad I am digital painting, otherwise I have to fuck it all up.
Color, and I am just going over it. And just dragging it back. The way the hairs would go, where the furs would go, rather.
Feathers. So close, lady.
And if you were petting the owl, which I'm sure
The
he
dream.
would not enjoy. You probably wouldn't enjoy it either, because I'm sure he wouldn't take that too well.
Mine looks like it
And
just
then
has
I'm
the
just
center
gonna
part
blot
haircut.
it a little bit so I don't want the whole color.
I'm probably going too far.
Bring a little
Nope,
bit
she's
of
doing what I'm
that
doing.
color down here. And the rest that we can see here is pretty much just those grays because the other wing is behind. It's kind of on the other side of the chest there, so you're not seeing it. So any other shading that you want to do, you just want to kind of do with those, with your gray that's got a little bit more blue than brown. And just go with a dry brush so that it doesn't, you know, wick any of that paint out to the background. You can also use that blue to kind of mask your pencil lines a little bit. Just kind of add it in here with little flicks.
Top of mine looks like Chewbacca.
Now you can always go back in with more paint later. So if you feel like you wanted to have him more gray or more brown,
Now
you
mine looks like
can
it just
go
has
and
really
add
long
that
hair on one
later.
side.
So don't feel like you have to do everything in one fell swoop. Let's work on the
Lady, you
face
obviously don't know what we're
details a
doing.
little bit. Again, I need a nice dark brown, so I'm going to go with a smaller brush. This is a number 2 espresso by Royal and Langnickel. You can use whatever you have. I'm going to go in with the burnt sienna. Okay, notice how thick my paint is. It's going to be, you know, a heavy cream consistency.
Sounds like Spencer
Add
Saturday
a
Nights.
little bit of the blue, ultramarine blue to it. And get a nice soulful brown. Nice rich brown there. And try not to lay your hand onto your wet paper or you will leave a mark. So I am going to just kind of have my hand on my table next to my paper as much as possible. You can use an artist bridge if you have one. And I am just going to fill in the eye. I am going to leave a little bit of a highlight. You can always, if you miss the highlight or you're not sure about it, you can always wipe out a little bit later, or like, you know, kind of scrub a little bit and lift it off. You could use a razor to cut out a highlight later, or you could use a little bit of white paint or a gel pen later if you wanted to. It's up to you.
I keep looking at Tawny's Discord icons.
Nice
Cat with a gun.
Use the paper if you have.
But you're gonna say looking at my painting, I was like, it better not be.
Now I'm not going down down to the bottom where I drew that line, because looking at it now, I'm thinking that I might have made the eye a little too big. So I can always erase that pencil line later. So if you know, with your hindsight, you're looking, I don't think that's quite right, you can adjust it. Over here, I'm gonna have that highlight. Same portion of the eye.
Mine looks like a porg.
Mine looks like if you put milk duds onto a snowman.
I find that I rely on resting my hand on the table.
Oh shit.
Too much.
Oh no, Spencer, look.
Spencer, what's it look like?
Oh man, those eyes were so incredible.
Describe it to us.
They were red, right? With just small black circles in them.
My owl's eyes look like Salvador Dali had a fever dream about coconuts.
Oh, I love that painting by him.
I can flick down some.
I can't tell if I want to keep my pencil marks or not.
I'm gonna keep them.
From the eye.
What color is she using? That blue-gray?
Get some of that detail in.
Jesus.
And also down around the beak. And you can do a little bit on this side too, right along the bridge of the nose.
Oh god, no.
And also you can pull a little bit out from the side of the eye.
Damn girl, what palette you use?
And over here as well. Now at this point, if I had this taped down to a board, if I had stuck to a board, I would be moving the board so that I could get at it a little bit easier. I'm just tapping some of this color up here too, because now I'm seeing it up there, and now that I've put the eyes and I can see that I can go a little bit darker right up here, just along the
What's our timestamp?
flat face of the bird.
2048.
Two different directions of the feathers.
Oh man, hers is starting to look like her picture and mine isn't.
And for the
Weirich, you don't have a picture of yours.
I'm gonna try mixing
I have a picture of hers.
the burnt sienna and some of that cad yellow.
Oh no, this is the worst one I've ever done, I think.
Right there.
My beak doesn't look right. How do I fix my beak?
Oh man, now you know guys' problems all the time.
A little bit of that towards the top of the beak. And then I'm gonna go.
Mine looks like a fucking bikini line. I'm not kidding.
The burnt sienna and blue for the bottom, so it's a little bit more black at the bottom.
Oh god, it's starting to like. I shouldn't have chosen these colors.
Cool, my beak looks like a candy corn. Oh no.
I'm gonna let this dry.
Oh
and
no.
Then,
Wait,
we'll
we're
come
not
back
done,
with some
right?
Final details.
No.
We're not done, right?
No.
Wait.
Thomas, I just gave you the timestamp. This was a 30-minute video.
Okay, but look at hers, and then she's like, well, final touches. Where are the final touches?
Yours is scary. What the fuck is that?
Don't look at Tom.
We'll dry it pretty evenly. Otherwise, just let it sit on your mat. It'll take
Oh my god! I looked at the preview.
I told you, Alex.
Either way, it doesn't
I'm tempted, but I'm going to hold my. I'm tempted, but I'm
Oh
going to hold my. I'm
fucking
going to hold my
God.
paws.
I'm pretty proud of my textures, but my owl does not look as good as hers at all.
Use up some of this.
I'm gonna try to clean this up.
Color on my palette. I'm looking for kind of like a cool light gray.
Looking for a cool. Okay.
Little bits of
Yeah.
I'm looking for a
ultramarine
cool
to it
horn.
until it neutralizes
Charlemagne,
and it's
dude.
a nice, cool gray color, just a drop at a time, basically. And that's going to just kind of go.
Oh god, my entire screen went blank for a second. I almost had a heart attack.
I just decided to put a blend over the whole thing and hope that, you know, it takes it back a little bit.
It barely even lays down color, but it's gonna be enough just to give it a little bit more body and make him feel a little bit more
A little sexy, you know?
lifelike.
Give him a little.
Fucking tough.
Here on the side of the nose.
We're bad at art, I think. So anyway, don't forget, anyone who doesn't follow us on Twitter, he's currently taking commissions.
Well, thanks for the plug, because I sure as hell wasn't going to do it.
Then you gotta retweet that shit.
Yes, to retweet his own tweet.
I mean, technically, yes, because then that's more chance for people to see it.
It's more chances for the same people to see it, yeah.
All you gotta do is clean your brush.
Oh god, I mean the most cursed shit alive.
Wad off the excess.
Yeah, I'm signing mine. Fuck this
Go
shit.
I already signed mine.
Wipe some away.
Alright, I think I can cobble something that looks halfway decent from this, so I'm gonna keep going.
Just go to the full speed now,
Alright,
because I think we kind of get the rest of the
You can
gist
blot
here.
it too.
alright, full speeding.
There we go. I feel like maybe a little bit.
Oh god, she seems so much faster now.
Oh, her voice is so sweet when she doesn't sound drunk.
Let's see if there's any art with flow stickers I can put on this to save it.
Do a little under the beak.
Under the beak? Beak?
Nicki Minaj.
Okay, I like that. And if there's any shadows that you want to bring up to the wing, you can do that now as well, because you don't have to worry about that paint seeping over so much. Okay, now what I want to do is put some of the brighter flowers in here. And I'm just going to use a round synthetic for that. You can use whatever you find comfortable, a round or a filbert. Something that does have kind of tapered bristles would be good. And I'm just going to use the cad yellow on its own. And I'm going to take some of these shapes that are already light. Some of the bigger ones are maybe a little bit lower. And I am just going to kind of freehand some little blossoms right over the ones that I already have speckles for. Some little buttercups here.
Perfect.
So
I love
it's
it.
gonna be nice and bright. Now, cad yellow, most yellows actually, are quite they're quite opaque, which means they will show up really well.
I didn't realize she was gonna do
your painting.
top flowers, but I couldn't do top flowers if I wanted to.
Flowers in front of the owl as well. I would paint the ones
That
over the
is a
background
superb
first and get the
owl.
hang of it. And once you feel
Thank you. I
confident,
tried really hard.
you can put a few blossoms.
I actually tried really hard on it.
The owl, just so that you don't have to try to fight with like how dark the wing is. And maybe one that kind of overlaps the edge too, just so that you have, so it doesn't look like they're, so it looks like it kind of blends. You've got some that are on either side, so you can see that he's really protected and nestled, because it is odd that we have an owl out in the middle of the daylight like this. Okay, I'm gonna take the same brush. You can actually use a smaller one if you're more comfortable with that. I'm going to mix up some green. I'm going to use a cad yellow and some ultramarine blue. And remember, this is going to be a pretty dull green because those are not next to each other on the color wheel. They're not the greens that you would, typically mix a green. They're not the color you mix a green with usually if you were trying to.
Tom, what the fuck?
Mix a vibrant green.
Looks like an Adventure Time character.
You'd go for like a phthalo blue or a Prussian blue and a lemon yellow.
I love it.
And throw a little bit.
So who's looking to play Smash Brothers tonight?
I am.
I would use.
Did you say Splatoon?
Or we can Splatoon, yeah, Ben got B-.
I'm gonna see if I've got a filter.
Oh, nice.
It was
We would need a
fucking
fourth.
terrible.
We typed each other like 100 times.
We are the fourth. Never mind.
I can't even tell you how terrible it was.
Multiple times Alex and I ended up on the opposite team of his, and his team still had a hard time winning.
Yeah, dude.
Incredible.
Alex and I literally walking into their back line and just wasting time painting.
There were periods of time where it was me versus Ben and Kyle got kicked out, and I would literally paint to the back and yell "King me," and then work my way back to the front, and then they would still we would still be scoring. I was like, "What's happening?"
Drag it up and kind of lift up on your brush as you go, so it tapers.
What's this lady's name?
I see in a picture that I think looks interesting. Wheat stalks. But they're kind of
a frugal crafter, I think it was.
Really vibrant, so
Frugal crafter, thank you so much for trying to give us a real lesson. Unfortunately, I'm unteachable. She's just looking mine.
I don't know. I think it's
like
an
a chess
upgrade.
piece. He looks like a chess piece.
So I'm just gonna
Little bad tattoo. Hashtag tattooed and employed.
Can you do the disappear thing on mobile or no?
Spoiler, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Well, yes, but also no. Are you on iPhone or Android?
iPhone. I'm a white girl, Kyle.
Yeah, sorry, Tony, you can't. Because you have to change the files.
Oh well, y'all can see my beautiful painting.
Have you tried not being white?
Send it to me on Facebook. Download it on your computer, copy it on your computer, and then paste it in and spoil it.
Too late.
Just take your burnt sienna and brown mix.
That's pretty good. That looks fun. It looks nice, Tony.
Thanks.
Oh my god,
Yeah, that
Tony's
is
gonna
pretty
blow
good.
mine out of the water.
No.
Yeah.
Mine's a pork.
Better remember, the person you're trying to beat isn't Tony, it's Tom.
Tom's the best.
Tom's is an
grade
acid
A
trip,
Adventure
and
Time character.
It took all of I wanted to look so bad 100 times, but it took all of my self-control.
Tony's is an anime character.
Yeah, she has anime eyes.
It's an owl with anime eyes.
Mine was supposed
The
to be
ideal owl, really.
not really flowers, but a nighttime scene.
Honey, paint an owl, but make it kawaii.
Yeah, it's kawaii pork.
I'm going to take those same two colors, but mix them up with a little bit less water. I don't need it to flow because I'm going to go into the eyes and add.
Mine looks like it has a Kim Jong-un haircut.
Alex, yours literally looks like you took your chess piece out to the field and took a picture. Yeah, I've seen Queen's Gambit.
Mine looks like a fat little fucking...
Yours is so cute. Yours looks like I went to a Chinese restaurant and it was on one of the bowls.
Well, my file's too big. God damn it.
That does kind of look like that.
Mine looks like somebody described the idea of an owl to someone who's never seen an owl.
Like an alien has to go back to its homeland and be like,
Ben is such a panda bear that even his owl is super chunky.
he's
All
drunk.
I've really learned from this is that no one here can draw eyes.
No. No, absolutely
No.
not.
You learned that?
I don't think we've had a painting that I've seen with eyes yet.
I
Yeah,
mean,
eyes and
I put in
hands
a
are
couple that
important.
had
I'm
like
just-
kind
Okay,
of
Hold
eyes.
on.
time out.
That was
Can the next
probably a
drawing
safe
one?
assumption.
Can the next painting one be of us trying to do an eyeball?
Just a
No.
straight up eyeball.
It's not gonna be really.
I mean, sure, why not?
That would be so bad.
What's the next holiday?
Valentine's.
St.
I'm gonna
Patrick's
end
Day.
my I'm gonna end my recording and start uploading it somewhere.
Okay.
Put a few details in. Put
Oh man.
the shapes that
That was
really,
fun.
like,
Ton, yours
speak to you
was
the
good,
most, that
Tony.
really say
Thanks.
that's an owl, that's like,
I know that it's like
I
a
love
little
that
toxic,
shape, I
but
love
we
the
should
way
probably
this-
have winners
that
every
little
week.
ear kind of-
Alex!
What do the winners get?
Give you that little bit of a shape
Bragging
that looks
rights.
so owly to me.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
really
That's
what's in
fair.
there. Those are kind of like the
Uh,
if you put it in the dictionary, what would you absolutely
Looks
put in?
like an
What shape would you
Inuyasha
put in?
demon!
You probably put this kind of rounded heart.
I love
He
it.
looks like an
What is the
Inuyasha
information I am
demon.
trying to get across? This is an owl.
It's not nice
Does
to
it
laugh
not?
that loud, Tawny.
Tom, how come your owl has wing covers on that makes it support the Minnesota Vikings?
The beak looks like Gary's peen when he gets too excited.
My goodness.
Holy shit.
You can look at me and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh fuck.
I didn't actually think about it right away.
Alright, I think I'm done with mine.
Hers is so beautiful. What the
Yeah,
heck?
hers is really good.
And you could even outline a few petals.
I can't unsee the kawaii-ness of mine now.
Give it just a couple little dashes of that color, just to kind of maybe add a little shadow on the bottom, or
What the fuck? Why is my thing
Your
not
brows.
responding?
a petal or two on some of those really bright ones that you painted. And it's just gonna be enough to, bring your eye through the painting. It gives it a little bit of movement when you can put like an expressive line in like that. Don't worry about perfection.
Actually,
Oh,
This was painted wet into wet.
actually, I'm gonna do a few more touch-ups.
What makes watercolor so pretty. And I hope this gives you the confidence to give it a try, because that wasn't very difficult. It didn't take too much time. And
I did
know
it.
You can paint this.
I have less
So I wanna
confidence
thank
than
you
when I
so much for
started.
watching today. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. I try to post at least one beginner painting tutorial every week, and I'd love to see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.
Oh, look at the bunny.
Oh my god. Landscapes are cool because you can like fib it, right? But objects are so fucking hard.
Alright, well, anyway.
My upload is going to my Google Drive then. It'll be done in 6 minutes.
Sounds good. Once again, thank you to the Frugal Crafter, otherwise known as Lindsay. I'm gonna butcher this last name. Weirich.
Where's it written? Weirich?
Yeah.
Weirich?
Yeah.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks, Lindsay.
thanks, Lindsay.
If by some miracle you see this, thank you.
We tried our best. It wasn't very good.
I also like how
Yeah.
it's not even the medium
My
shit
best.
hot.
I mean,
Not even close.
alright. Well, I'm gonna export mine and then cut the recording.
Okay, good drawing. I'll see my boys in the Nintendo Switch channel.
Himbo?
Nintendo.
Oh.
See you there.
Funny got real excited for a minute.
I was like, the himbo chat? Sign me up.
I mean, you're already, like, doing that, right? You know?
I'm just laughing at my cat with the gun.
Oh my god, are you serious? I have to get up and grab my frickin' Joy-Cons. We played Mario Party.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is definitely a first world problem, too.